Good evening, everyone. Oh, God. Let's let a few people pop in. I know Tyrants Beware is currently live streaming as we speak. God only knows what he's talking about, but we might jump over there after this video. It's going to be a 33-minute video. The title is, let me see what time. Okay, so it's 47 seconds in. It's You Dumbass, Deputy Kicks in Sovcits Door. The title isn't exactly clickbaity, but it's not exactly telling the truth either. So after some people get what they're getting, we're going to jump to the end because that's when some other stuff happens. Then we might jump over to Tyrants Beware's, I don't know, his jerk off of Chris Ryder. He's probably over there live streaming with him. Okay. Oh, you're here. We can start now. All right. Sounds good. All right. Let's do this. Ew. Let's try this again. And there we go.
I'm not in violation. There's an injunction on you now. I called you guys to come out here to make a report the other day.
Listen,
You guys
let me
were
explain.
okay.
There's an injunction been filed against you. Okay. And that means at this point you have to move out of this residence.
This lady owes me over $40,000 for over a year's supply of work that I've done here. I have an agreement with her. Okay.
But there's an injunction now.
No, I need to go in front of a judge right now.
Well, you're not going to do that right now.
Well, that's what needs to happen.
You got a court date.
Okay, that's right.
Hold on.
Okay.
That means you got to get yourself and leave.
No, I ain't leaving right now.
You need to leave.
Hold on a minute.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Close the door.
Hey, get a camera! Get the camera going!
Everything's being videotaped.
Get the camera going! I got the police out here. They're harassing me. I'm an American State National, okay?
Okay.
I have an agreement with her, okay?
Are you going to leave when I give you this injunction?
I ain't gonna leave right away. I don't have to leave right
Yes, you
away.
do.
How is that possible?
Because I just explained.
All right, guys. So it's cold down here, so I had to go find a jacket. If we back it up, if you noticed on my thumbnail, I said featuring donkeys. So let's play this.
No, I ain't leaving right now.
You need to leave.
Hold on a minute.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Close the door.
Yes.
Hey, get a camera! Get the camera going!
Everything's
Donkeys. He's got donkeys on the back of his, single wide shit house. And that's not shitting on single wide trailers. Some are nice. This one doesn't seem to be one of those nice ones.
being videotaped.
Get the camera going! I got the police out here. They're harassing me. I'm an American State National, okay?
Okay.
I have an agreement with her, okay?
Are you going to leave when I give you this injunction?
I ain't gonna leave right away. I don't have to leave right
Yes, you
away.
do.
How is that possible?
Because I just explained to you, there's an injunction against you.
And how is it an injunction telling me as an American State National that I live here?
Okay. Are you listening to me?
No,
You're not
okay. I'm
leaving.
trying to leave. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
So you're saying you're not leaving?
She owes me money. Where is she?
Okay. Are you answering the question? Or are you going to leave when I give you this injunction?
You're saying I gotta leave right now
Yes.
with all my stuff here.
Yes.
How am I supposed to leave with all my stuff in here?
Okay. With this injunction, it says you have to leave your residence.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Don't
Hold on
go
a
back
minute.
inside. No.
Why can't I go back
I'm
inside?
talking to you.
I need to
For
put
my
some
safety
clothes on.
purposes, you're not going back inside right now. I'm explaining
Your
it to you.
safety purpose? I am butt naked out here.
You're not butt naked.
You got shorts on.
I have. Yeah, okay. I need your guys' badge numbers. You got this on video? You got the
Yes,
camera going?
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm an American State National, okay?
And?
I have an agreement with Rita Wooder, okay? She owes me over a year pay. I have all the paperwork. She has it. She refuses to pay me my money, okay? I don't know how you got an injunction. I'm not, right now, I need to go get my clothes
You're not
on.
walking back in there right this second, okay?
You got that video running?
Here, read this.
So what's going to happen? Let me make myself even with this guy for a second. So what normally happens in situations like this? They're going to read you the paperwork, say, okay, cool. Now that you know this, let's go inside. Let's grab some essential items. And we can get out of here and, no fuss. But this guy, that's not what he's going to do.
We have to read it to you.
And who signed that?
The judge did.
What judge? Is he, what court judge is this?
We're here in Swanee County.
He's an Article 1 judge?
He's a judge here in Swain
Is he an Article 1 judge of We the People?
County, over this district.
Where is this judge? I need you to call this judge right now. I need your lieutenant out here. I need your sergeant out here. I want your lieutenant out here. I want the captain out here.
Are you listening?
I ask you right now for your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
I want the lieutenant out here.
You're not getting him. You've got the shift supervisor right here. This is what you're dealing with.
Call Swanee County Sheriff's Department and tell them that we want the sheriff out, the lieutenant out here, and the captain.
You've got the shift supervisor right here.
I want the lieutenant and the captain out here.
Okay.
You need to.
Let me read this.
You're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me you have a right to come on this property and throw me out. And how is that possible?
Just hear from the judge.
You got this?
Also, if we're just going to play this how it seems, it doesn't seem like it's his property since he's being evicted. So, well, how can you be on this property? Well, the person who owns it doesn't want you here, and a judge signed paperwork that said you're not supposed to be here. Here's the paperwork. That's why I'm on your property. Is it a wedding signature? Yeah, they pretend to be somehow foreign nationals while being from America, which doesn't make any sense to me. That's why they're trying to say, oh, only a federal judge can do this to me, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. He keeps acting like he's bucking up on the officers. Yeah, that's not a good... If you're there for, I don't know, like eviction, and your great grand plan is to argue with the officers and then get in their face like you're going to fight them, you're probably going to be arrested. Just saying.
You got this? Okay.
You got to go too.
And who is she?
Okay. That's Kelly.
Kelly who? Kelly who?
Or the judge. I can trespass her too.
Where's the judge? Which judge? Get the judge on the phone.
So
get your lieutenant out here.
Are you refusing?
Refusing for what?
To leave the property.
I am like this.
Are you refusing?
You come out here and tell me.
I didn't say you couldn't get some belongings, but you're leaving the property.
And how am I going to get my stuff off this property? You're saying that this woman is stealing my property with the money that she owes me. Oh, yes, you are. You're saying, how am I going to come back out here?
But you can come back out.
How am I going to come back out here?
If you'll shut up and let me finish.
She needs to pay me the money she owes me.
Listen.
You're going to have to take it a small claims court for that.
Yeah, for the
money. No, you need to file an eviction on me. That's what you need to do.
That's what this is.
No, it isn't an eviction because eviction.
I'll tell you one time only. Don't get in my face.
I'm not trying to get in your face, sir.
Because it's not going to end well.
I'm not trying to get in your face. I'm not trying to get in your face.
Up.
I got bugs in my face.
Back up.
Okay. We're trying to explain to you that this.
He's got bugs in his face.
Okay, this is an injunction. It's a temporary injunction. Okay. With this, it means you have to leave the property. Okay, now if you let him
this
read
lady is not going to come in and steal my shit. Okay? I have my evidence in here. I'm an American State National. Okay, I wanted to go in the house to put my clothes on. And you're telling me I can't do it.
Being an American State National, made up term, has no bearing on whether you can be evicted or not. I can hear the banjos 1000%. Yeah, taser, taser, taser. In this situation, okay, cool. Please get off the property. Please get off the property. Please get off the property. And if the answer is no, no, no with extra steps, hey, bud, this is your last chance. We're going to arrest you now. Thank you. And then he doesn't think that they can evict the woman inside, even though the judge has on there that they can evict the woman who lives there. I believe they said her name was Kelly. Just because you're hiding inside doesn't mean like, oh, we can't evict you. If she would have shut the fuck up and just sat there, this whole incident probably could have just been over and she probably would be hiding under the bed or wherever she's hiding. But no, I'll record this. Why? So we can put it on the internet and show how stupid you are?
Purposes, no, we're going to read this.
Safety purposes. Safety. You have a weapon on you.
I'm going to read this to you.
You have a weapon on you.
You don't let him read it?
No, I don't want to hear. I want your lieutenant out here.
You've got the shift supervisor you're talking to.
Get their captain and tell them to come out here with their lieutenant and the captain out here, whoever they are.
They're not coming. You got the supervisor on shift talking to you.
You cannot evict me off the property that I work on.
Okay.
Okay.
This trespass or this injunction.
They ain't a trespass.
This injunction.
Just throwing this out there for everyone at home. You guys can answer in the chat. If you work at 7-Eleven and the owner of the 7-Eleven no longer wants you there, I'm pretty sure they can ask you to leave, trespass you, yada yada. So you can't trespass me off of where I work. That's the most ignorant shit I've ever heard.
Do not by a court of law. You do not. That ain't a court. That is not from a one court. That judge has nothing over me. I'm the American State National. I'm we the people.
Now you're going to jail. Turn around. You're under arrest.
I will leave.
You're under arrest.
I will leave.
Don't tense up. Nope, too late now, bud. Don't. Face away from me.
You're going to take me to jail like this and let that work out.
All right.
I'm warning you. I'm we the people.
They will provide you paper clothes at jail. So you can show up wearing whatever you want. That's what you'll get.
If one thing of my property's gone, you're in trouble.
Since you wouldn't be reasonable.
I was trying to.
You were not trying to be reasonable at any point when you continue to yell at me and tell me what we could and could not do.
Let's go.
We're trying to explain to you there's a freaking injunction and you wouldn't freaking listen.
That isn't an eviction. I will sue you guys.
Fine.
Yeah, they always push it until the cuffs come out. Then they're like, oh no, now I'll do what you want. Now I'll do what you want. And it's just like, dude, we're 13, what are we doing it? 11 minutes, 12 minutes? We're 10 minutes past you saying, okay, I'll leave.
Ellie, you got to go too. Step out here.
I can't go because
I don't care. My phone and all my property's in there.
You should have listened.
Lock that door up! Lock that door up and call the fucking feds!
So her locking the door comes into play at the end of the video.
If she locks that door, I'm going to kick it in and
She's going to jail too.
because he's now trespassed.
How's she gonna leave?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Be careful, I got a bad back.
Have a seat.
Put the handcuff in front of me.
Have a seat.
Can you put these in front of me?
No, it would have been reasonable if you would have been fucking reasonable. You weren't reasonable at all.
Put the air on.
You're going to jail and you want to. Oh my
I have
God,
pains in my chest. I need some oxygen back
I
here.
don't care.
You don't care?
You didn't need oxygen.
It's almost like he went from state national to frauditor there. As soon as he got in the patrol car, then he's going to come down with 50,000 ailments of why he can't have the cuffs behind his back, why he needs to see EMS right now. And it's like, dude, if 10 minutes ago when you just said, okay, I'm being evicted, let me grab my things, please, nice officer, this would have gone a completely different way. But instead, he's going to try to get out of this arrest because he's an idiot.
He was up there yelling.
I'm telling you, I got pains in my chest. I got hurt the other day.
Yep.
Yes, I do have pains in my chest.
Yep.
I want this on recording. I have pains in my chest, and I'm asking for an ambulance.
Okay.
Ambulance.
And you just told me to fuck off.
Nope. I didn't tell you to fuck off. You said fuck off.
I need my property.
Here, you want to finish reading this time?
You are to lock that house up and make sure none of my property is messed with.
First off, you're not going to tell me what I am and I ain't going to be doing.
To you, we were going to let you collect some belongings and go. But you wouldn't stand there and listen.
I didn't say I wouldn't leave.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did several times.
I said I needed to put my clothes on. I'm really getting some pains in my chest. Can I step out?
You all right?
I have pains in my chest. I ain't kidding you. I'll tell you what.
Hey, when we were trying to explain to you,
I'm telling you, I have pains in my
stop
chest.
talking and listen for a second.
Please call me an ambulance. Please call me an
Are you
ambulance.
going to stop talking and listen?
I'm having a pains in my chest. I'm not kidding.
Are you going to stop talking and listen?
I'm asking you, please call me an ambulance.
Go ahead and request it. Now,
3162 Live Oak.
look here, right here. Look, law enforcement's hereby directed to serve this order.
You have EMS 56 minutes address.
I'm having pains in my chest. Please call me an ambulance.
He did. Now I'm trying to read this to you.
Reference chest pains.
To gather his belongings, to escort him off the petitioner's property. I was going to let you gather belongings.
You have to evict me off this property. And this isn't
Okay, so now you're in violation. I was trying to explain
I'm
to you.
having a pain in my chest. I'm getting very dizzy.
And the ambulance is coming.
I got hurt the other day. You have a report. I called in.
Okay.
I made a report. I asked for you guys to come out the other day.
Finish reading that to him. God, just states right there.
I am busy. I am not coherent at this point.
But has he not refused?
Yep.
I'm not refusing. I am
So why he's so dizzy? It's because he won't shut the fuck up.
trying to cooperate. I asked to go in so I could get properly dressed.
And all we tried to do was read this paper to you, and then we was going to let you get whatever you needed to get. But you ain't shut up long enough to do that.
You don't have
You just wanna
you
become
can't have
targeted.
you have to evict me off this property.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're refusing.
I am busy.
There you go.
I am very dizzy. I'm telling you, I need oxygen.
I got EMS coming.
You guys don't have the right to violate this property.
Go ahead.
So they don't have the right to violate the property, even though it's not his property, and the actual property owner went to court, got the eviction nonsense, and are currently evicting him from someone else's property. I don't understand. Moors and sovereign citizens do this. You see it in the whack job I covered the other day. They think that, oh, if I'm standing on this land, it means it's mine. It's not how it works at all.
9 is going to be whiskey 452 698 831870.
26.
I need some water. I need some water. Can you put your hand up in front of my face, please?
No, sir, I can't.
Be careful if he's hugging you. Well, move out a little bit, please. I'm very dizzy.
You want some more water?
Oh, in a minute, okay. In a minute.
All right, now you want me to
I've
read
been having
this?
pain in my chest. I'm having pains in my chest. I don't feel good right now, and
I
I'm
got
dizzy.
EMS coming.
That is a church right there. I'm a minister of the Genesis Church. You violate my property, you violate my church.
Oh no. Now he's a minister of a made-up church that resides in a single-wide trailer on someone else's property. Never going to get that Oscar. Yeah. This is the first time I've seen a sovereign citizen that I can remember pull the I'm a minister at this church that's actually that property, that's somebody else's property. No offense for this racist little fuck. I mean, even if a church resided on someone else's property, the owner of that church could still get evicted if it was on somebody else's property. But hey, I mean, he's a American state national within itself doesn't make sense, but whatever.
Let them kick that door in. You gotta kick that door and you go in that church. That is a Genesis 2 church. It's posted right at the entrance.
Hey,
I'm getting very dizzy.
We're not going to keep hollering.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to let him know.
And I'm letting you know, okay?
You've been informed on American State National. That is not correct, right? I am a health minister of Genesis 2 Church. You are violating my church. Hopefully your camera is rolling. You have to have an Article 1 search warrant, and you have to have it's signed by an Article 1 judge. She goes in there, and you better make sure none of my Rita is going to go in there and steal the evidence that she owes me my money, and you're going to allow it. You're going to allow her to violate my church and the evidence that she owes me the money.
You going to let me read this to you?
I want your lieutenant out here, and I want your captain out here. I'm asking you. I want your captain out here, and I want.
And guess what? You're going to see those people when we take you to jail. Those will be the first people that see you because they're probably going to be like, hey, this guy caused such a scene on scene that we're going to go and talk to him and make sure that he's not going to be an asshole while he's in jail.
On an Article 1 judge, from an Article 1 judge, I am dizzy. I don't feel good. I asked you for your superior officer.
Mine's right there.
No, I want the lieutenant and I want the captain out here. I am American State National. I have made a request and it is your obligation on the Constitution to get me.
When in doubt, shut the door.
Now,
Thank you very much.
the breaker in this
Can I
is
get up?
on
Can I
and
get
the
up?
slide's open.
Can I more water, please?
No, you gonna quit hollering?
I'm not to holler. I'm
No.
in a lot of pain.
No,
I'm in a lot of pain,
there's
sir.
no reason for it. You've been hollering since we got here.
I'm in a lot of pain.
There's no sense in it.
I have asked you
I've asked you too.
for your
to talk
superior
to me.
officer, please.
Talk to me.
I asked you. I am talking to you, please. Thank you. A little bit at time, so I don't choke.
And I told you, my
I'm having a hard time. I'm having pains in my chest. I'm having a hard time even swallow water. Okay. I'm asking you for your lieutenant and your captain to come out here. I am demanding it as an American State National. My name is Dwayne Arnold Volker, Reverend, under the Genesis 2 Church. That is my church. You break into that private property right there. I'm trying to let him hear. I'm trying to let him hear what I'm saying.
He's on the phone.
Okay. Please get your lieutenant and your sergeant out here.
I've asked you to calm down and let me read this to you, and then we'll go from there. But you absolutely refuse to listen.
Because
All
you need it
wanna
from an
do-
Article 1
See,
court.
there you go. You just keep interrupting me. You won't even give me the opportunity.
You're a deputy of the law. You know
Okay.
that American State National. And I'm telling you right now, all my gold and silver is in my house. You hear me, right? You are hearing me, correct?
Hear me?
I don't know if he accidentally just fell down the Moorish American rabbit hole, but all of my gold and silver is in my church. Like, okay, hey, good luck with that.
Miss is here to check you out.
Can I please get some more water?
I don't know. Can you please stop hollering?
I've informed you that I'm American State National. I have my constitutional right.
And I've informed
You're
you
abided by the
I can read to you,
Constitution.
too.
That's right. You're a sworn officer.
Well, when you listen to me, I'll listen to you.
He's one of those. She's gonna be one of those too. I'm happy.
This is the best. I don't want to call it a conspiracy theory. Oh my God. There we go. Okay. He doesn't have any gold and silver. He just wants to claim it's stolen later. I think that's a very, very, it's got a high likelihood of that's the reason he just said that.
That's kind of fad now.
Yeah, Jackson, 6'8", all of my gold and silver, a fake necklace and 3/4. Yeah, he's got that Silence Boy gold and silver, which is all costume jewelry. That's what he's got.
It's always something with us, ain't it?
Take a look
So,
at
he's claiming chest pains.
that. Chest pains.
Yeah.
Don't take
Hey,
the
how you
magic
doing, sir?
beans.
I'm dizzy. I'm having pains. My name is Dwayne, Reverend Dwayne Arnold.
Rumor has it he also has the original Bigfoot video, and he doesn't want them to steal it.
From the Genesis 2 Church, American State.
Okay.
These officers have been duly noted. I've asked for their lieutenant and staff to come out. I'm dizzy. I called the other day because I had an accident out here, and I've been hurting. I've been telling Rita I had pains in my chest. I've been having pains. This is not a joke. I'm not doing this as some kind of scam.
What's your last name?
Volker.
It's going to sound terrible, but I think it should be socially and legally acceptable to tase stupid people. I've seen so many. I've been going down this road for so long. It seems as if we should just be out tasing dumb people like this. Like after everything you just said, you should go, okay, cool. Zzz. Do you still think that? Okay, cool. Because this is absolute nonsense. Yes, refer to me as the minister of the Church of Kafar. Thank you.
My first name is Dwayne.
Dwayne.
My first name is Dwayne, D-U-A-N-E. My middle name is Arnold. My family name is Volker. I'm an American state national. I have pains in my chest. And these officers...
How do you spell Volker?
V-O-E-L-K-E-R.
Yeah, they don't care about any of that. They're like, oh, you have pains in your chest. Let's
What's
hear
your date
about
of
that.
birth?
10-1-62. I've asked them for water. They give me a little bit of water. I asked them to put the handcuffs in front of me. I have a bad back, and they refuse to. I've informed them I have a disability, and they refuse to apply.
You live here?
Yes, I do. I live right there. I'm staying right there.
What's your disability?
I broke my tailbone, and I got a ruptured 4th and 5th lumbar. I got 3 upper spurs. I lost a half inch in my spine. I have a permanent lip. I'm getting dizzy. They're putting pressure on my body. These handcuffs, I asked them to put it in front.
Can I take your...
Yes, you may.
What's your phone number?
I don't recall him saying anything about anything like health related. If you notice, he's like, I told them I had a disability, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you said put them in front of me. That doesn't sound like doing anything. But he's going to claim all the way up to whatever judge will listen to. Yeah, they said F my disability. And I think it's funny. I have a permanent lisp. Okay. All right, bud.
So them officers have it. I called them. I'm out here. Yes.
I don't have it. I need it.
954
All right.
696 1432. And my church phone number is 954 696.
I'm gonna take you out of this car and let them check you out.
Can I come out? Can I step out?
Step right there.
Can I get a little more of that water,
Step
please?
right there.
Can you give me a little bit?
Step right there.
I've asked them to allow me to go in, put clothes on, and they refuse to let me
Now
go in
turn
and get
around and
the...
face the car and they can check you out.
You have allergies?
I'm hay allergy. I don't have kids.
See your finger.
You know, I have a bad hands too. My stuff on there.
What's your allergies? Bad.
I have hay allergy.
Are you on any medication?
No, I do not. Okay. I have my gold and silver in that house. That's an American. And if anything of mine is missing, then that's my church.
Can you stop moving, please?
And all my paperwork's in there. My evidence is inside that property.
I bet after this, he said, oh, yes, I had $13 billion in gold and silver. He's going to claim something stupid like that.
Where I live.
We were trying to explain to you. It's an injunction. We were going to allow you to collect your belongings and leave. But you wouldn't listen to the injunction.
All right, thanks, bro.
You don't have a right to injunction me. You have to serve me with an eviction. You are not the law. You are an officer of the law to abide by the law. And that is not an Article 1 judge or an Article 3 warrant. Call my brother!
Hey, you don't let them check you out, you don't get back in the car.
You're going to deny me medical help?
You're denying yourself medical. Let him
You
check
do
you
not
out.
have a right to deny me medical. You are an officer of law.
Medical, dumbass. Let him check you out and get back in the damn car.
You're insulting me on top of it. I asked for your lieutenant.
Get in the car. Let him check you out.
I'm right here. You're the one yelling at me.
Turning away from him.
I'm not turning away. I haven't moved. Your camera is on, correct?
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I'm not a sir. I'm not under kingship. I'm under God. I'm a health minister.
Stand still.
I'm trying to.
He's a health minister now. He's a health minister.
That's all I asked for. Stand still. Thank you. I just need you to stand still for me. I do. Okay?
I am not in war with you. My civil flag is right there. I am peaceful. This is my domain. And you've come over here and violated it and violated your constitutional we the people.
Keep talking yourself up so you have high blood pressure. That's what you do.
Do not let them in that house and steal my stuff. Let them kick that door in. I will have your job and I will sue you guys.
3007.
I'm warning you right now. They are not allowed to go on that property. Let them kick that door down. Let them violate that church property. See how well that works for them. My gold and silver's inside that house. So
The
is my
gold and
paperwork,
silver, we
of
get
all the
it.
proof for over 40 grand that this woman owes me. She wants to go in there and steal my shit and my money and my property. Just like she's done to everybody else she has brought out here, and you should know that through previous.
Well, honestly, what they need to do, like good conspiracy theory crazy person, is he should have buried that gold and silver. That's what he should have done. That way she could have never found it. And also, I love the way that officer just lit that guy up, and he's like, let them do their job or get back in the car. It is what it is. But what was it, J-Car? I believe you said that the first thing you look up first thing that pops up when you look him up is a lawsuit. I'm just wondering if that lawsuit is for this incident, because that would be deliciously amazing.
Reports and all the garbage sitting over that trailer that she's rented out that hasn't rented out. You want people out here and abandoned. I want you to videotape that back of that place on top of everything else. It isn't an injunction. An injunction is not a eviction. You cannot. You have to evict me. That is the law, and you know that as an officer of the law.
His vitals are great.
I need to go to the hospital. That's where I need to go. I'm dizzy and I'm going in here. I want to go to the hospital.
He's still under arrest, so we're going with him.
That's absolutely right.
Well, we'll go up to the ER. You can get checked out.
And I want your lieutenant and your sergeant, your captain. Actually,
I am the shift supervisor. That's what.
And I am an American State National, and I don't care. I am requesting.
Don't care.
Oh yeah.
Don't care.
That's good. You better have your cameras running.
They are.
Good.
I'm the shift supervisor. I'm the highest to get.
Well, you know what? We'll figure that out in the court of law. We'll see how long you have your job for denying me. You have no right.
Denying you what?
My rights, and you are to protect me under the Constitution.
You don't start yelling at me first.
I'm sorry. I don't feel good. I told you I have a bad back. And you got these, I asked you to put the handcuffs on front of me. There's no reason why you couldn't comply and put them on front of me. When I've told you I'm in pain because of your handcuffs. You are trespassing upon. You have trespassed upon me. Could you please put the handcuffs in front of me?
Nope.
You refuse to help. All right. Do not let them in there. I'll let them kick down that door and arrest you and violate my church. They steal my gold and silver. Make sure see.
I wonder if it's actually considered a church or if he is just saying nonsense about it being a church. Because I highly doubt it's an actual church. Let me look this dude up real quick. I spelt his shit all sorts of messed up. All right, let's play this video and I'll Google.
Can I please get a little water? You guys have water in here?
I don't have water.
I told you I've been getting pains in my chest and I'm dizzy.
Well, stand
I
up.
said, I had an accident. And while you're here, I want you to go to the court of that property. And,
You got to walk up there if you want to go to the hospital.
and you tell me I physically got to do something that I disabled say I can't do right now. You ordering me to do something?
Wait. So I can't step up there?
No, I can't. I'm dizzy. And I don't want to fall and get hurt. I've already been hurt. I'm asking you to go over and film that corner. I ask you to please take the handcuffs off and put all that pressure on me.
Turn around.
Shit, I just found another one from October 25th, 2021, where he is in another lawsuit.
Sit down.
Could you please put the handcuffs in front?
As soon as you get in the ambulance, I'll put them to the front.
Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I'm not
But
trying.
you don't stop hollering at me. I ain't hollering at you. You
I'm
ain't
sorry.
hollering at me.
I'm sorry. I'm in a lot of pain. You guys have forced pain upon me. You have trespassed upon me. And I've informed you that I'm American State National. That is correct. And you have a sworn oath under the Constitution to protect me. And I can prove what I'm saying, and you don't even want me to bring out my ID and show it to you. So you can have plausible denial. You do not have plausible denial.
I'm just going to talk to you. Go ahead.
Mr. Joint.
I'm not a mister. My name is Dwayne. I am not a servant under the king. I'm a servant of God.
All right, man, whatever you are, I need you to get on this stretcher, okay? You can be the devil, the Lord, you can shift gold, I don't care.
Could you guys take
Get
the
on-
handcuffs so I can
Come on.
pay?
I don't have your keys.
Officer, could you please?
We'll put you out. We'll get the
I need you to sit right here for me, Wayne. Dwayne,
Can I get a little bit of that water, please?
in a minute. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Ah!
Come on.
Ah!
Come on. Hang on a second. Thank you.
Sit still.
What I would do is I would completely uncuff him and then cuff him to the bed and call it a day. That's what I used to do in the jail all the time. Let's see what they do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I hold that water? Thank you very much.
Let's see.
Thank you very much.
All right, lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Let's get your feet up there, bud.
Sorry about that.
Lean back.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the water. I'm sorry if you think I gave you a hard time. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. You guys are supposed to protect me. You're supposed to protect my gold, my property. I'm telling you right now, I got gold and silver inside that property, and I got all kinds of bonds. Okay? And all the money that she owes me. She wants to go in there and destroy the evidence.
I was going to let you collect your property and leave, but you refused.
You don't have an Article 1 or a proper search warrant.
They're evicting you. They're not searching your property. They're evicting you. And in the process of evicting you and your, I'm going to think it's a lady friend because her name's Kelly, but God knows at this point, she decided to hide inside the residence you were trying to evict her from. So if they have to go in and get her to evict her, then they have to go in to evict her. It is what it is.
I'm warning you. You guys know the law. You heard what I said. I'm American State National. And you guys have been duly notified. You don't have plausible denial.
Okay, we'll be right here. If you get any issues with Colorado, we got one of us going with you.
The Dark Canuck Queenie is a dipshit and has already blocked me. She thinks that, oh God, she thinks that you can just sue people because you don't like them, which is strange. Also, she filed a knowingly false copyright strike on Van Balian. And then she's like, I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it. And then when she didn't win it, she just never brought it up again. It's the funniest shit ever.
Kelly! Kelly, I need you to step out.
I just realized that was just a canopy over their front door.
Kelly, I need you to step outside. Sheriff's office, Kelly, I need you to step outside. Kelly! Kelly, I need you to step outside. You have been trespassing the residence by the property owner. An order by the judge. Kelly, I need you to step outside.
And it looks like the lock on their church is non-existent.
What's Brandon's number?
Sure.
J. Carr, you might be right.
Brandon, you see anything in your hands? Can't feel this yet. Kelly, I need you to step outside.
I can't do it, man. She's got a cell phone on her, right?
Don't let there be dead bodies in there. No, he ate them.
Kelly! Guess we gotta do this, ain't we? Kelly, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Step outside and talk to me, dear. I don't want to take you to jail. I need you to step there so we don't have to go that process.
Mag D5, I think he's going to.
Kelly.
Facial hair on point, nice and lined up. He's ready to go.
19, give me 33 seconds, please.
Probably has a big old dip in.
It's locked. Kelly, I don't want to break this door. I need you to step outside. Kelly. See, I'm moving right now.
No, I think you
Kelly!
notice his glasses are on the back of his head. Well, let's... maybe. All right, let's stop it right there for a second. I saw somebody say something about flashbangs. Yeah, it turns out if you do that to Chris Ryder, he thinks it's a gunshot and then tries to file a lawsuit against you.
Go ahead and go hot.
Hey, John F.
Kelly, you gonna come outside?
She's under a bed somewhere.
Kelly, last time, dear. Kelly, I don't want to break this door. You still got eyes on? Kelly! Ready? Sheriff's office!
Damn, they didn't show them actually going through the house. I was wanting to spot that gold and silver. Somebody said something. Tasers help with itchy backs. Yes. Last time for the 10th time. Also, yes. Ugh. I think it's... Is that a paper door? Yeah, it's paper mache. It's actually a piñata door. It's either this officer is just gigantic or that door and lock were the flimsiest things on the planet. But they got Kelly.
Go down the steps.
All we're trying to do, Sergeant and Johnson, and Sergeant with trespass, I'm going to collect the property and left. And it's not good control.
Oh, if that officer leaned on it too hard, it would have opened.
Have a seat.
Kelly, you have any ID on you?
No.
You don't have any ID on you? What's your last name, Kelly? It's Balan, right? No, it's not Balan?
Register.
Huh?
Register.
Register? Kelly,
Yeah, my
register?
birth certificate. That's what I was trying to get.
Okay. Well, you should have come to the door when I asked you to 100 times. When I asked you to. It was simple. I would have served you a trespass, served him the injunction, and y'all could have taken this to court.
Can you give me 15?
You would have just collected some belongings and went to court and fought it there. But he wanted to refuse the injunction, saying he doesn't recognize it. You didn't want to recognize the fact we were just trying to talk. You issued you a trespass?
I'm scared.
How many times was I nice about it? Kelly, come to the door and talk to
You've been
me.
hollered in the window like 10 times.
Kelly, just come to the door and talk to me. You wouldn't have went to jail today.
They even told you you wasn't going to go to jail if you come out.
What's your date of birth, Kelly?
1877.
8/18/77. Kelly, register. Yep. Please be honest with me, because if you're not,
Yeah.
I don't want to do all that, okay? I'm one of the nicest guys on me.
Or state that vehicle never been in the area before with their picture.
8/18/77.
Watch your foot. Put your foot in there.
Climb about Eviction. Be advised, we also have another signal.
Put your foot in there.
Jennifer, she called 911 requesting an officer.
All right, that's the video, guys. That is the video. Oh, God, I don't care that that guy was found guilty on 3 felony charges. Do not care. Oh, God. I'm trying to think if it's worth going and watching Tyrants Beware and his live stream. I've been trying to keep an eye on it. While we were watching it. And he's convinced that if you look into who he is, that's stalking, which is odd because they do it to everyone else. God, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna jump over there. Where has BSBT been? Still on the lam? Yeah, apparently from what I'm hearing, I put my ear to ground and I could hear where he's at. Apparently he's in like Chicago panhandling, which is semi-hilarious. Stalker, no stalking. This is the problem when you have to be like Tyrants Beware and Chris and everybody that's over there in that chat right now. You have to make shit up to fit your narrative. They can knowingly make false CPS reports against people, and that's fine. But if you take, I don't know, his voice or a picture of him and look him up, that's stalking and harassment, and you're going to go to jail. But he thinks threatening an underage child is completely fine. And now, I don't know what he's talking about now, but apparently Chris is chiming in that it's a federal violation against the Fourth Amendment. Oh, what? I think it's funny that you knew exactly who I was talking about when I said I didn't care about 3 felony convictions. Oh, God. I have so much BSBT is out collecting for the Church of KFAR 1000%. Yeah, JCar, like nobody's using any crazy means to search these people. It's like, dude, you outed yourself in a YouTube video or a YouTube live stream months ago. And the guy sounds exactly like you. And even if you picture how this guy would look, that's exactly how you think he would look. But he's like, nope, that's not me. But just with a lisp. Is the dude who shot the homeless person in jail for murder? I think somebody said he was out. Which is crazy. Oh, there's so many good people over in that chat. We know who he is. There's a video circulating of a guy named Maverick who normally stays off camera, but was streaming with Chris one day and kind of turned his camera on to say something and then immediately turned it back off after he said like 2 words. He's a danger to society, yes. And if you guys recall, or maybe you don't recall, I think a few people have covered it where he actually was there a few days earlier, or a week earlier, basically doing the same thing, but just without his gun. So it seems like they may have pissed him off that time, and he came back with his gun to like get revenge. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not listening to it. I'm just reading the chat and trying to get context from the chat, but they're all just trying to blow Chris because he showed up. Yeah, I'm making grown-up moves over here. The Eric Martin guy is crazy to me because it seems as if Eric Martin has seen every single famous Michigan YouTube judge. Like if he goes and sees Judge Simpson and like Judge Middleton, he's filled out an entire bingo card of the who's who of Michigan judges. Oh, that's what it seemed like, the Dark Canuck. It seemed like he knew exactly what he was doing, brought his gun to kind of bait them into, I wouldn't say attacking him because I don't think anyone really attacked him, but he just was trying to do it so he could say, oh no, it was self-defense. These homeless people were attacking me and I was scared for my life. Yeah, it's just it's kind of cringy how many people fell for Chris's grift. Ah, yes, that's what it was. He was in Dumbwaiter's Christmas live stream, showed his mask, and referenced his other channel. But he's doing the chili nope defense. It's pretty swell. Last I checked, Debbie Davis was running for prosecutor. Still shows him in Spokane jail? Good. I'm glad that comment somebody left was lying. There's a sucker born every minute. Yeah, it's just... And apparently Chris is down to no clients for his budding international construction business. Do you find it odd how all these older guys who simp for these frauditors or frauded themselves? Debbie Davis was fired last week. What? Only people dumber than frauditors are the people who donate to them. Yes. What do we know about this Maverick douche? Honestly, I haven't looked into him much. And now they're saying that I cover the same type of people damn near every video. If I keep running past the same guy over and over again, like broken system, broken trust, I now have a folder with all the records that I've collected, all the pictures that I've taken, like screenshots of him making threats to people, him saying dumb shit. I have that in a folder. I have a folder for a lot of frauditors and sovereign citizens that I cover. But apparently that's bad to Chris, which is weird. Yeah, I thought Debbie Davis quit a long time ago. Debbie likely got fired over the election. Wouldn't doubt it. XXGOX. The guy who... Oh, God. If you guys know who that is, you know who that is. Whew. Chris doesn't like evidence. How weird. Yeah. I know I talk about this all the time. If you say something, hey, Chris, you did XYZ, and then I have a video that shows you doing XYZ and court documents that show you or that say you did XYZ, I'm going to say you did it. And Chris's response is, nope, I said it didn't happen, therefore it didn't. And because people like, oh God, what's his name? Finkel, who wanted to call me dumb even though he supports Chris, and to my knowledge has never been right about a goddamn thing he's ever said. It's like all these people support him, and it's like they buy everything he says. Yeah, beautiful day, Chris. Nope, worst day ever. Yep. Yeah, so how to say this? If she's protecting a victim and the DA who she's running against fired her, that just makes the current DA look like a terrible human being. Oh, Mag D5, if I recall, I watched a little bit of it. She started booting people. Thing I hate about them, again, they say trolls. They use it completely out of context. I went through the definition of what an internet troll is. We're not the trolls. They are. They are by definition trolls. And they're like, oh, just kick all the trolls. And it's like, people who correct you aren't trolls. Like, just because you call them that enough times does not make it true. Apparently, she was trying to make a claim that her doctor prescribed her meth, and that's why she popped positive for it. Call me skeptical about that. Let's see. Medical grade meth, yeah. That's like ask your doctor if meth is right for you. I forgot what video game it was. Grand Theft Auto, where they're like, oh, we're going to make we're going to make medical heroin legal. Yeah, Victoria, I've tried to make that point, and they're like, oh, stop talking about Tiffany's kids. And I'm like, one of your friends knowingly made a false claim about me to try to hurt me and my children. But yeah, I'm not allowed to say Tiffany doesn't have her kids. Come on now. Yeah, GTA 5. 1 meth a day keeps the doctor away. You hear that, Tiff? Maybe she was an Axis soldier. I can see that. Wait. So I know we're probably not talking about Debbie Davis. I know people are going about Debbie Davis in the chat. Is this Tiffany? And how did she go about getting an aggravated stalking case? That's what Big Meth wants you to think. Oh, God. Who? I was watching a Leon Lush video who does this exact thing, but just is millions of subscribers more popular. He said something. Oh, God. What video was he watching? Oh, God. A chick got her car towed where she worked. And the police tow truck got there before her private tow truck did. So they ended up just towing her vehicle. And I was thinking about big meteorology, which somebody brought up when there was a tornado and we didn't get any warning. And now that you said big meth, he brought up big towing because she's like, you don't know how to tow a Tesla. And he's like, I'm pretty sure big towing has figured out how to tow electric vehicles. Oh, nothing beats. Fun fact, doctors used to prescribe heroin to stop your cocaine habit. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, this isn't the 1800s where they used to just throw heroin into fucking everything and be like, this'll clear your toe ache. Take this heroin. My house is extremely cold. So my office is cold in the winter because I have no outlets or no like air vents in here because it's not meant to be an office. I mean, it would stop your habit. Yeah, 1000%. So it's cold down here in the winter. It's muggy in here during the spring and fall, and then it's freezing cold in the summertime because it's the basement and all the cold air finds its way down into my office. Didn't Coca-Cola originally have cocaine in it? I believe so. Trying to keep track of this live chat, but it's just so nonsensical because it's just like your who's who of shit-stained human beings just trying to jerk these dudes off so they'll say their name. It's so weird. And they're all like in their 50s and 60s. It's so strange. And I didn't get to this in the last live stream that I did covering Tyrants Beware. Tyrants Beware straight up said that he doesn't care about Chris beating women. And it's like, what a hill to die on. Oh, yes, domestic violence, cool with Tyrants Beware. And it's like, you know, the washout community, yes. The heavy breathing must be deafening. If you guys know the Daniel guy that's been in my comment section making himself look like an uneducated dipshit, he's in there. You got Oklahoma outlaw audits. You got Chris is in there. That XGOX guy's in there. Keeping the swine in line. That guy's in there. He's a dipshit. I saw Mears in there earlier. Let's keep scrolling up. Somebody named End Qualified Immunity. Shocker. With a name like that, you're going to be in the frauditing community because you're a dipshit. Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Tyrants Beware is now making AI-generated music. Again, just trying to jerk off Chris. John, welcome. What stream? Tyrants Beware. Sounds like a bunch of idiots with a history of bad decisions. I agree with you. Somebody named Hanky Spanky? Weird. They didn't finish 8th grade, and they all passed 7th grade with all Ds. Let's see here. What am I doing for Father's Day tomorrow? Probably going on a 4-mile run and then nothing. I live a very interesting life. But cool news is my mother is going to be here on Monday, so that'll be cool. We're going to the family Mexican place. Delete laws. I had a guard smuggle a cell phone for me so I can go live. That's hilarious. Speaking of Chili, like, has he done anything? I don't even check that dude's page. No breakfast in bed then? No, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm planning for next Friday. That's when I told her the baby can come out. Oh, Selenia. Ah, yes. That was a good Rick and Morty episode. So is AI-generated music the intellectual property of the AI? That's a good question. Yeah, he feeds it prompts, makes weird. He made a video about me, a music thing about me, and I'm like, cool, dude, that's weird. KY Reacts, the dude who is the dumbest criminal on the face of the earth. He's in that chat now. No, see, I don't want it until next Friday. Next Friday is the day that I'm shooting for. It's like this entire chat. Let me see how many people are over there. Maybe I can see how many people are over there. Maybe. We might have to stream it now because now Chris is up on panel. Let me do one thing real quick, and then we'll start that stream, and then we'll go until I decide we're done. Oh God, his song for Chris was cringeworthy. Yeah, I saw it almost immediately upon him releasing it, and I literally just couldn't do it. Let's see here. Well, no, what's funny is, speaking about all this AI generated nonsense, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what's going on with, what is it, Photoshop, I believe. They are, oh, I don't want to start a poll. That's not what I want to do. Bang, there we go. 5 random members. How you doing? I get 10 a month. Let's spend the 10. But no, I don't know if you guys are knowing what's going on with Photoshop right now. Apparently, they updated their terms of service that you have to accept before you can even get into Photoshop. That basically says anything you create on Photoshop is now Photoshop's property enough where if anybody tries to do anything with AI, they can use that for the AI. And it's just like, please don't do that. Okay, well, they've got right now on panel. Oh God, why does it? You know what? That might actually be. That might be the best thing. They're talking about Wrangler and JJ, which is just the funniest topic for them to talk about. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, there we go. That way you can see the chat.
Why aren't the sheriff's department, who are in the same building as the Meade County Clerk's office, who run the website, why aren't the clerks getting arrested and charged with posting and publishing his address?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it would be easier to arrest one of them right there in the same building than to come to Indiana where a person wasn't committing a crime, you know.
Because they weren't committing a crime by just posting an address for, I believe it was like an election thing. But you threatening to go to an underage girl's house and just be inappropriate, yeah, that's against the law. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Well, not only that, but like Bill M says, if it's a felony for you, wouldn't it also be a felony for TB?
Well, yeah.
Or anyone else?
If it was, right. So if it is a felony, then why is the Meade County Clerk's office not facing felony charges? It's on their website. Right.
Right.
Hey, as a matter of fact, JJ could get charged with it because he's the one that gave them that.
Hey, TB, can you share that picture I just put up?
Hold on. Let me see if I've got access. No, I don't. I have to wait until I get inside. Let me log back in under my regular account instead of going through the web link. Hold on.
Silence.
Hey, Sarge, where did you put it up at? I don't see it in private chat.
It's in Backstage.
I think you have to put it in private chat.
Oklahoma Outlaw Audit said, JJ said he will be out of town. When did he say that, and what's it in reference to, Oklahoma?
Oh, I don't know if you guys know, because I don't know if you guys keep track of for public safety. When is his next court date? I saw somewhere that it was like next week, but I don't know exactly if it's next week.
Is he talking about on the day that he's supposed to face his ethics charges by any chance? That's also the same day as my court hearing, by the way.
Now, y'all tell me that ain't the same shape of JJ's head.
Pretty damn close.
That's
but
Marvin Marsh.
I think his head's more smaller.
You got to squish it in the middle, too.
Yeah, make it look like an ass, and then it would be perfect. That's too round.
The eyes are similar, though.
Yeah.
Careful, y'all are going to hurt JJ's feelings. He's going to go to the prosecutor and ask for more charges to be pressed for that RICO.
Again, nobody's... I know I probably shouldn't have to tell you guys, but they're probably going to watch this live stream and be like, oh, okay, Far's going to catch charges. Okay, the difference is you did XYZ. You posted his address and then said you were going to do XYZ at that address where an underage girl lives. That's her house. Nobody else has done that. He came to my page and said, oh, I'm going to come to Michigan and catch another assault charge, which, that's adorable. Yeah, that's a threat. Chris did that. I have the screenshots. He did that. Nobody has said that to Chris. Chris always says, oh, people are threatening me. Never shows me proof. Oh, they tried to set my house on fire. Didn't show any proof. Brian gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. It's like none of these things for him fit what he's trying to spin to these low IQ dipshits. I think everybody on panel combined probably has an IQ of -1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll all be in trouble.
You know what's interesting is, as funny as the RICO charges sound when referencing YouTube, I wouldn't doubt that there actually could be RICO charges on Kaiser, my brothers Queefer, and JJ. Like, they actually are organizing in a criminal capacity. And it's under a felony charge. And
now remember, my brother's keeper is the guy who goes to public courthouses during public trials, public hearings, shit like that, and records outside. Or if it allows it, he records in the building. I could show you again, but that's why Tyrants Beware made false claims to CPS about me. My brother's keeper showed up to a courthouse, was sitting there like this across the parking lot from Chris, saw Chris pull up, and then just went and didn't say shit until Chris's fat ass waddled across the parking lot, started spitting on people and making threats. And even then, he just kept filming, talked some shit back, and then followed him into court and let him go inside. And then the last time he was literally sitting on a bench outside of the courtroom, not saying a thing. And then Chris walked by, not saying a thing. How is that doing anything to anyone? He's better at being an auditor than he is, apparently. And that's what he's upset about. He's the only one who has felony charges. Ed, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. I'm the worst when it comes to keeping track of what is what. I just kind of stream and then whatever happens, happens. And I'm very appreciative of everything. But I have no idea. Let's see what they're saying in chat. Well, I guess I have it up here. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Chris was saying a year ago that I was going to get sued or get a lawsuit, and then I was going to face charges. None of that was true. I think this is just Chris trying to blow smoke up his subscribers' asses so that they'll continue giving him money.
And intimidating participants in legal proceedings. Like, you all had, everyone heard JJ say plain as day to the camera that what he is doing is to shut me and Tiffany up for his best friend, Ray Whited. That's what his whole purpose behind coming to YouTube has been. He claimed it.
That's what I've said all along. That all of it is smoke and mirrors to take attention away from Ray Whited.
So if he came on YouTube to defend his friend, cool beans, no law broken. He didn't, start threatening people. He didn't start breaking the law. That was Chris. Chris did that. Coming onto YouTube as a platform to defend a friend or an acquaintance even, that's not breaking the law.
And he said it.
actually think there's people involved. There's a lot more people involved in.
Oh, there definitely is. Like Dawn Oden.
Say my name. Say my
you
name.
know, Tiffany's ex-husband.
Say my name.
I mean, there are more people involved. I do think that they could, if they really wanted to follow the statute, I do think that they could develop some sort of organized criminal behavior amongst that.
That's where he's losing it. The criminal part. We're not an organization. I put out content. People watch content. This isn't a mob structured event thing. I'm not telling you guys, oh, go do this, go do this, go do this. If you guys go and do stuff, that's on you. But the fact is, nobody's breaking the law when it comes to Chris outside of Chris. And if I believe, oh, Brutal Bob, your comment's still there. Okay.
That particular group. Definitely, they don't have it on the people they're accusing because it's, you know, we have free speech to talk about the facts. Nobody on the side that they're attacking.
That young lady and all the threats there.
You're talking about the one that had a completely unrelated channel. That's a good point, Cliff.
Yeah.
There's a girl who had
Southern
a completely
Crime Girls. But Chris, Oklahoma Outlaw Audit said that JJ said that last night, right after Official Misconduct's live.
He said he was going to be out of town.
That's what Oklahoma Outlaw Audits is saying. Yes.
That's interesting. Was he talking about for the hearing? Because it's on Tuesday.
Good to know.
Both mine and Tiffany's hearing, as well as the committee, the ethics committee hearing. That's all on Tuesday, the 18th.
Should we stream on Tuesday covering Chris in court? That's my question. Ed, that is good to know. I don't keep track of anything like that.
18th.
The,
is he trying to run?
Then he's running.
Is he running?
Chris, the 14th or the Tuesday case that's the case against Ray Whiter, right?
It's everything, kinda. I think they separated a couple of the misdemeanors, but it doesn't matter because it's kind of all one case. That's what we've, my defense has been saying all along, is that this whole thing just revolves around the one case. Because at the end of the day, obviously, let's face it, all of that JJ threw on me, all those extra 9 charges, every bit of it is retaliation. Every bit of it, admittedly.
It's not retaliation. It's you got charges for one thing, and then you thought, let's do it again, and you just kept doing it, so you kept catching the same charges.
Absolutely.
He said, let me say these words. I'm repeating what JJ said. When I saw that video, I knew what I had to do, or what we as a county were going to need to do. That was his words.
Right.
So obviously,
JJ's constituents, the people who elected him, don't like Chris breaking the law within their county. So when Chris broke the law within their county, someone who could make some charges stick made some charges stick. But they're trying to make it into this grand conspiracy, just like Chris did with his his marijuana cigarette. Oh, that wasn't me. This trailer park only has this many trailers. That address doesn't exist. There's no video. What was the other one? Oh, I was wearing the same shirt because I went to jail and came back, and then turns out it's 2 different shirts. One's long sleeve, one's short sleeve. Oh, I didn't beat a woman. Well, the judge and the court paperwork say otherwise. It always has to be some grand conspiracy of why this guy's correct, when in reality, he just keeps being wrong.
Oklahoma Audits is saying that he said he was on the paperwork to go.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
Jody's asking if.
Turns out the previous jailer who JJ lost the election to, made the ethics claim about JJ. So it was like a disgruntled employee. Shocker.
The trials will be live streamed by the county.
No. Matter of fact, Jody, that's a good point you're bringing up to the table here. So JJ has been using the YouTube channel Fraud Wrangler to publish my hearings. The only one that he's published all of them. He's also published all my records, including my private records.
You don't have private records. And second, if I recall correctly, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think I even showed it. My brother's keeper was outside the courtroom recording the TV of what was going on inside the courtroom. And that's what like every channel posted because it was about Chris. Nobody's secretly getting like secret squirrel, secret spy shit. He was literally sitting outside on a bench outside the courtroom recording a TV that showed what was going on inside the courtroom. So sorry, Chris got you in another lie. I'm a private record.
There's never been, to the best of my knowledge, a live streamed hearing at Meade County, other than maybe if the news was there with permission to stream. So recently, you all have seen Scarborough acting illegally by giving those records to Kaiser, who's an out-of-state resident and doesn't have the rights to request them, and definitely wouldn't get them that quickly. I actually believe that we've got them.
If somebody is in a state where I can't get records and they get records, it's now their records to do with what they want. So yeah, if somebody gets records and then says, oh, hey, random person in a different state, I thought this was interesting. Would you like to see this? I don't think there's any law saying they can't do that. The law is that they can't request the records from the state and get them.
Them caught in user from the other side of the wall from the courtroom and and running it straight to YouTube.
Yeah, he did, and he knew he was doing it wrong. Doing something wrong because he kept holding it down. Hell, he filmed more of the tile than he did anything else.
Oh, you're talking about.
This genuinely pisses me off. Okay, so as you guys know, I do sidewalk audits, where I keep it pointed at the ground almost the entire time because I don't want to film random people. In this case, my brother's keeper, people kept walking by and he kept putting it down to avoid recording random people. Heaven forbid this guy be a decent human and not record random people that have no business being on the internet.
About my Hardin County case. No, I'm talking about Meade County. It sounds like there are jail doors opening and closing in the video that they published on Fraud at Wrangler channel during the hearing in Meade County. I'm talking about Scarborough's staff, which is completely unethical. And JJ is well aware that he's not allowed as a records clerk or a records keeper to give Kentucky records to an out-of-state resident who is not involved in whatever legal proceeding as the requester. So, like,
hey, do you see who just showed up? Mears 420 just showed up. That dude's a scumbag.
That because he turned me and Tiffany down, and that was not right. He turned me and Tiffany down when we requested our records from being in his jail for the couple hours that we were in there. So he knows damn well that the statute does not allow for an out-of-state resident to make to get the records.
Brutal
Ethics
Bob,
violation.
We just watched a video of JJ committing an ethics violation. So,
I just want it to be known also, I think that it should come with harsh penalties to knowingly make false claims about public officials. I think there should be extreme consequences for that.
Let me pause out for a minute.
Do you know what the truth is at all, Brutal Bob? I don't think you know what the truth is at all. Never did.
Who?
And Nikki, yes, I was there today. I did see that. So
I
yeah,
would-
the answer is
I would
yes.
comment, but he blocked me a long time ago.
KY React
Okay.
said,
Yep, go
said
on.
he's
Then I
seen
guess
them
I'll have to
watching
go watch
Chris's
it.
court. KY React said, I seen them watching Chris's court from the TVs in the sheriff's office in Meade County.
There it is. Good job, KY. All right, yeah, because they were recording it, actually live streaming it directly to JJ's YouTube channel, Fraud at Wrangler. Well, they made it a little easier for me to publish on my channel.
What do you think's going to happen in a few months when Chris is found guilty? I'm assuming they're not going to find him guilty on every charge because it would just be repetitive at that point. But if he gets found guilty of the felonies and let's say 5 misdemeanors or misdemeanors or whatever the fuck he calls them, like, what do you think his subscribers are going to do? Are they going to finally accept it, or are they going to be like chilly and be like, oh no, it's a conspiracy to keep me quiet?
I didn't even have to do a records request.
Paperwork to have him go to court.
He has to. He's a witness in the case. If he doesn't show up, they're going to have to dismiss my case.
Well, maybe that's the plan.
Maybe it is.
They don't have one.
You noticed, something on, if you noticed on that television news report about the ethics violations, one of the things they said in there was misuse of funds. Maybe that might have something to do with that $10,000 that he's been flinging around lawyers.
So if I recall, I think somebody said it on here, it was like gave an employee not an unrealistic wage, like an undeserved raise or undeserved paycheck or something along those lines. So I don't know what this hillbilly cousin fucker's talking about.
Well, it could, but I think the legal system operates a lot slower than that. I don't think it's anything current. And part of that is because people have not been filing ethics complaints on Scarborough. This is an older complaint that came from Seeley. I believe Seeley is the brother of the Harrison County former sheriff. I know that the former sheriff of Harrison County, which is the next county over, the next state, Indiana and Kentucky border each other. And I'm pretty sure
Ron has a good thing right here that he says.
Yeah, I'll put it up on screen.
Yeah.
I'm looking cerebral tackle. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, that's a clear First Amendment violation, is what that is.
Yeah, I've read about slaps.
I've read about slaps. It's the problem is that what they're doing isn't intended to silence or punish someone for speaking on a matter of public interest. What's happening is someone made threats to an address where an underage child lived in retaliation for being charged with a crime. You notice how they're leaving that part out? Just like when Chris wanted to come on and talk about his current lawsuit against the people who raided his house, but didn't tell anyone that, like, what is it, 24 or 25 of the defendants have already gotten their cases cases dismissed. Didn't say that. One person, and that guy, he lost the election to, yeah.
But to answer your question, Tim, I think what they're talking about on that particular case, the one that he goes to hearing for on the 18th, I read into that a little bit deeper, and I think
Here, let's go up real quick. Oh, did it just disappear? Am I making things up? Oh no, did they take it down? I could have swore I just saw a cerebral tackle comment. And now it's gone.
it was is that the employee at the time, Seeley, recognized that Scarborough was paying particular people that he favored a hell of a lot more money than everybody else.
That kind of seems like a shit employee is mad that he wasn't getting the same pay as the not shit employees, which pretty much happens everywhere, and they get shut down. They're like, oh no, you're actually a shitbag. I don't know if they gave like evaluations, but when I worked at the jail, we all got evaluations every year and a half or something like that. If he had a bunch of shitty evals, he's probably not going to get a raise compared to all the people who don't have shitty evals.
And I don't know what it's about. I mean, that's what the hearing's for. So we'll find out. It's, you know, hell, for all we know, it could be the girlfriend, Amber. I mean, she's the nurse. JJ's girlfriend.
That makes the most sense.
That's what I was thinking about when they said that he
gave
gave somebody a raise that didn't deserve it. I was wondering there if it was the nurse.
Yeah, I mean, because he is admittedly like dating her. I mean, you know,
okay,
he's banging his subordinate, and he said on one of his YouTube channel live streams that he's been doing it for 8 years. Well, his divorce has only been finalized as of what was it, Tiff, 2 years ago?
Okay.
Yeah. So what's going on there?
Turns out divorces can take a while. As someone who's been divorced, yeah, it can take a while, years even, especially if you have children. Takes even longer. So if you're getting a divorce and you start a relationship with someone else, I see no issue. I'm pretty sure people in chat have no issue.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking
Well,
back. I'm going to pull it up and look and see.
He just likes
that
he just likes
ethics
to fuck.
report that I brought up yesterday talks about nepotism. I'm going to go read that again. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's definitely a nepotism violation for the person running the facility to be dating someone that works for him.
Yeah.
And
Jake Hart says in VA it takes a minimum of 1.5 years to get divorced. Sorry, Chris. It's just so easy to debunk Chris at this point using nothing more than common sense. It seems as if no one in his chat, nobody, well, outside of Cerebral Tackle, who's still in there fighting the good fight, it's just nobody on panel on his stream has any common sense to speak of. If they had any common sense, they would say, Chris, why did you beat your ex? Chris, why did you make these threats to an underage kid? Chris, why don't you take responsibility for your actions? But none of them are doing that.
And I wouldn't doubt if the hearing exposes that Scarborough's been paying her, which is his girlfriend, you know, so in other words, they might share the money. I mean, another thing you got to question is this, you know, the middle bracket of government income for Meade County employees was only like $28,000 a year. So how is Scarborough coming up with the $20,000 that he has paid to Tiffany's ex-husband?
Do you have proof of that? No. No, you don't. Greg for 5 gifted memberships. My goal is to one day have everyone gifted memberships. That's my goal. Joey Simpson, who again is another shitbag. Apparently, Wrangler is having other people FOIA stuff to skirt the Kentucky law. Pretty shitty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Real News would do that. If Channel 2 News in Michigan wanted to get a record from Kentucky and they said, you don't live here, sorry, I'm pretty sure they would find other means to get those records. Again, common sense.
Well, he ran out of money though, because he still owes TB $5,000, right?
We don't know that he ran out of money. We got to ask where the money's coming from.
Hey, Oklahoma Outlaw Audits had an idea about that. They said maybe that, I don't know, what Meade County wood shop?
Very possible.
Maybe
I
that's
got
where he's
court
getting the money.
in just a couple of days. There's a little bit that I'm not ready to put out. But I will say
this guy has had news that he can't put out just yet for a year and a half.
That one of my charges is for calling a published phone number on a quote unquote government page. And the person who answered the phone is a former jailer. Okay. Former jailer. And in the charges, he claimed that I called his private phone. And that person is also the director of the wood shop. And so your question should be, why is his phone number listed as the Meade County Correctional Facility on their government webpage?
Victoria B, I've actually wanted him to. I noticed somebody in there wanted to talk about the DUI guy. Let me see if I can see it again. I'm probably going to miss it again. Somebody said something about the DUI guy. I genuinely hope Chris starts attacking the DUI guy. I genuinely hope that, just for the DUI guy to be like, yes, I'm actually going to file a defamation lawsuit against you, and I'm going to take your channel and then immediately delete it in front of you. That's what I want to happen. Yeah, why was he calling for? To harass. Let's say if I'm going to court with somebody and I keep repeatedly calling their job to harass them in the middle of a court case, yeah, you're probably going to get charges. Again, it's one of those common sense things.
I have a feeling that on the 18th, when we start giving the court the state evidence, when we start presenting evidence to the state on this, I have a feeling some very interesting things are going to end up happening.
What happens on the 18th when Chris digs himself further into the hole with his current charges and JJ like walks out, fucking goddamn Conor McGregor walkout of the ethics thing because it got thrown out immediately? Like, what do they do? Are they just going to keep doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on this bullshit? Like, we all saw the last case where, oh God, I believe it was JJ on the stand and Chris's lawyer, Thomas Clay seems like an okay guy that Chris is intentionally either lying to or not giving him the entire picture of what's going on in this case. Because JJ's like, oh, no, this, and this, here's the proof. Oh, this, and this, here's the proof. And then Thomas Clay would just look at Chris and then try to like wing it. Yeah, Chris showing evidence. I mean, there's always got to be a first time, right?
Well, I'm not saying a word on what I know. I'm sworn to secrecy and I want to keep my life.
Is Chris making threats to you too, TB?
I just think, it's kind of stupid of the parties that are doing things, I guess illegally would be the right word, to out themselves by following these false charges. I mean, they can't, now it's on record. So that record will absolutely against them. Just like your Fifth Amendment is the right to not answer any questions because it'll be used against you in court. As soon as those idiots filed these charges, they entered evidence that's going to be very damning on them. It should result in them being charged criminally.
Society Red commented something. Let me see if it's up there. Chrissy needs everything written in crayon in order to understand it. I don't think they can do that because Chris would try to eat it because he's a dumb child. JC Sports Picks DUI guy should be Time Magazine Man of the Year.
We'll see what happens.
Look at this Jody Smith person. The vermin infiltrating this room are angry. Good. It's like, what? So now we're vermin because we enjoy the truth and don't listen to Chris's bullshit?
Reacts. The ethics committee meeting is the 18th. I believe Chris said it's at 6 o'clock. Whether it's public or not, maybe Chris can answer.
It's public, and I was told they even have a public speaking time. So I was told everyone is welcome. And, so anybody that's going to my court hearing, mine and Tiffany's court hearing at 3, would also be able to just go straight to that afterwards.
So it's on
that's where we're going.
Night, or same day?
Yeah, same day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, our hearing is at 3 at the Meade County Courthouse, and then directly following the day is the ethics committee.
Okay, so I probably won't go live, but more than likely I will be covering or commenting on a video of it. 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock. So watch out for that, because if anything, I enjoy covering Chris because what did I tell somebody? He's so easy. Because he's so dumb, he just posts everything thinking he's correct. He's like that mayor that I covered a few days ago from Florida who did something super shitty, requested the body cam and put it out on his own thinking people would agree with him, just for everyone in his town to be like, oh yeah, you're an idiot.
That JJ's facing a hearing in.
What time is that?
I really wish they
6 p.m. My hearing is at 3.
How long do you think it'll last?
I have no idea.
Depends on how many people go there to speak.
I know it'll be an exciting day because, our hearing is got a lot going on in it. So if anybody was there, they would be, super busy from 3 o'clock all the way until.
If it's the case that I think it is about him threatening JJ, it's going to be a quick case. You have no evidence. The proof is you literally threatened him. And then like a dumbass, you left it up on your Facebook, even during that trial, to the point where your lawyer and the judge said, take that shit down now. Like, come on.
Court's over, and then maybe have time to grab a bite to eat and come right back for the ethics hearing.
Huh.
Well, I've got a quick question.
You might have a guess then, brother.
I'd appreciate that.
If you go and you
3
are
o'clock,
actually...
that gives me plenty of time to sleep, and I can leave here.
How many cousin fuckers can talk over each other at one time?
I'll leave here about 11:30. I'll be there about 2:30.
It'd be a wild day, that's for sure. I'm interested to see if the judge is going to take action on the perjury.
Well, ain't Kaiser's dumbass supposedly coming too?
Well, I mean, he lied to his audience unless he does show up. He told his audience for months now he's been collecting money, saying that he is using that money to come to my hearing. He's not invited.
He ain't coming.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to take legal action against anyone who's been intimidating Tiffany and I to the best of my ability.
So if you come to record Chris in public, you're a criminal. If Chris goes and harasses people over and over and over again, it's perfectly legal and within your First Amendment right. That's the logic that Chris is trying to feed these 4 other dipshits, and they're falling for it.
But I mean, anyone's welcome to, even the intimidators, they can take their chances. I mean, we've all seen how the sheriff's department reacts to the criminal violations on me and Tiffany.
How they react to people recording in public. And from the videos that I've seen, not speaking to you until you run up on them making threats, record you from, 30 feet away, and then you run up on them. It's like, come on.
Maybe they'll be just fine,
Yeah, Chris thinks you can beat women, but not record him with a camera in public. Huh.
I had someone that's using my full legal name as a YouTube account making threats to quote unquote come meet me at my hearing, all angry just yesterday.
So Chris doesn't like it when an anonymous account makes a threat to him, but when he threatens other people, it's completely fine. If you say you're going to drive to a completely different state that's not your own and catch another assault charge against a person who lives in that state, yeah, that's a threat, sport. Sorry. Somebody telling you that they're going to meet you at your court date, that's not a threat. That's saying, hey, I'm going to meet you at your court date. Might get an autograph. Let's see the receipt. Exactly. Because they don't like transparency.
Stephanie, he probably is. That's why you hear the crickets in the background.
I can hear the crickets.
Well, they ask if I'm sitting outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my smoking porch. Tiffany and I are sitting out here together watching there was a hot air balloon that landed across the street in the field.
A hot air balloon?
Just a little while ago.
They are getting hot.
I wasn't aware that Michael was flying to your neck of the woods.
Well,
what he said.
He's been collecting money.
Two different things.
He's been collecting money from his audience, saying that the purpose was going to be at our court hearing on the 18th. And
I think you missed. Chris, I think you missed what I understood. What I was trying to say. You said
what is that? He's committing fraud?
No, that a hot
sitting on his porch with that ashtray with 100 cigarettes in it. Yes. Meth smoking porch. Also yes. Cerebral tackle. That's the thing. You went over there not saying anything about Wrangler, asking Chris questions. But because you have the nerve to correct Chris or to ask him questions he doesn't want to answer or that he's trying to hide the answers from, you must support Wrangler. It's like, that's not the case.
hot air balloon
Oh,
landed across the street from your house.
Hot air balloon.
And
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
I didn't realize Michael.
Let's just say that if Michael was in my neighborhood, it wouldn't last long.
Well, I wonder how long it's going to take Todd to request his money back from Mr. Kaiser, because apparently he donated to that travel fund also.
Oh, I thought Todd didn't have enough money to do such a thing.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That $200 he's really worried about.
Mm-hmm. So he can afford to send Tiffany's abuser to her court date?
No one has abused Tiffany. Chris is the only abuser in this entire situation. So the fact that he just keeps saying abuser, harasser, stalker, but doesn't actually provide any evidence. So abuse to me would mean somebody came in and hit Tiffany. Somebody did inappropriate things to Tiffany. But that's not the case. That should tell you, Mag D5, that should tell you a lot about that. That should tell you a lot about who that guy is.
That's interesting.
Cerebral tackle.
Well,
Unfortunately, in the state of Kentucky, for the record, in the state of Kentucky, you cannot FOIA request any records in the state of Kentucky unless you happen to be a Kentucky resident.
Okay, well, actually, that's false. You can request whatever the fuck you want. Chris already said that he tried to request stuff and he doesn't live in the state. It's whether they grant your request or not, which they more than likely won't.
Or a participant in the proceeding that you're requesting documents from. So, like, let's say you went to Kentucky and got a speeding ticket. You can do a records request for your records on that case, no matter what state you live in. But no, general records are not available to out-of-state people. Like Kaiser, he can't He can't request mine and Tiffany's records from Kentucky. He would get turned down by the laws of the state for open records.
Now, if you have a business license within the state of Kentucky, though, you can request records.
You'd have to prove that you're taxpayer, more or less, right? Which is, how I get records from Kentucky as an Indiana resident, in our other stuff. Not in the Meade County. Obviously, we're participants in that, so we get it under that rule. But I do get Louisville records based on the fact that I pay taxes in Louisville through my business.
Yeah, Gregory, exactly. It's easy enough to get a person from Kentucky to do it. And in all reality, I could do whatever I wanted with records from Kentucky because I know a bunch of people who live in Kentucky. Shocker. They would get the records. It would now become their records, and they could share it with whoever they wanted. Know my secret? I filled out the request and asked nicely.
And also, Chris, just in case you weren't aware, but apparently Todd apologized to Tiffany and unblocked y'all also.
Well, that's interesting because I went into that live stream where I was told that was happening, and I commented, and it didn't show up in the feed.
So they're like 20 minutes behind on reading comments. And it's just sad. Like half the people aren't fucking talking and they still can't keep up. Just send Go Boy to FOIA your public records request. Wouldn't Kentucky denying a FOIA request be against the Constitution? Why isn't Chris outraged by his freedom being taken away? Oh, I think that would be a state-to-state 10th Amendment type issue. There we go. Let's see here. I just read something about Idaho. If you wanted something only I would... Oh, God, I can't read today. If you wanted something only I could get from Idaho, I would provide. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've seen any videos from Idaho. Oh, shit. Am I behind? No, I'm not behind because they're still... you know what? We'll just keep going.
Taxes in Louisville through my business.
Also, it looks as if Mears is hammered because he's trying to say Team Skeptic, but he keeps saying Septic. And apparently to Joey Simpson, me and Team Skeptic are on the same level. Odd. All right.
And also, Chris, just in case you weren't aware, but apparently Todd apologized to.
We'll skip to
Kaiser.
live.
Mark my words. Add it to your defamation suit, Kaiser. I'll be more than happy to go to court and countersue your dumbass, which you'll be able to do from an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, look, he's still at the bottom, still spelling skeptic wrong.
Be more than happy to share evidence with the courts. So please, by all means, file it.
And welcome to the stage.
Oh, Dickbag loves these people. I always say the enemy of my enemy is not my friend. Dickbag Patrol didn't get that memo. He thinks because they all hate Wrangler, so now they're hating on Team Skeptic. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Apparently, if you don't like Wrangler, you have to support a woman beater like Chris. It's very strange. Very strange technique.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dickbag Patrol himself. Welcome, Dickbag.
Well, howdy. Thanks for having me.
What's up, D?
So now he's on a panel with a woman beater, somebody who threatened children, another guy who made very, very bad taste, illegal comments about an address where an underage person lived.
DB.
What's up,
You do the math on that, guys.
Hey, DB, and nice talking to you.
Hey, Mode, I didn't know you was a Southern boy.
Oh, hell yeah. Born and raised in Kentucky, live in Tennessee.
Oh, nice. One of my cousins lives in Knoxville.
I'm not too far away from her. I'm around the Nashville, Clarksville area.
Knoxville's over by Chattanooga and stuff, isn't it, Tim?
Knoxville's more up central, north central.
What's the name of that lake there in Knoxville? It's a really good river-fed lake. It starts with a G. I can't remember the name of it.
Lake Dickbag?
I think he's talking. I think he's talking about that lake that's over close to Paris.
Well, I know that it's in.
Are you talking about Real Foot?
No, it's not Real Foot. I'm trying to remember the name of it because I'd spent a lot of time doing fishing tournaments. That was one of the lakes. I can't remember the name of the lake, but that was one of the lakes that my fishing club had in the tournaments, and it was like the farthest one to drive to. Chickamauga, that's the name of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was a fun lake. Anyway, that was off topic.
About Knoxville is I was driving across country. I don't remember. I stopped and visited my cousin there, and we had lunch at a Cracker Barrel. And that's all I remember.
We have plenty of Cracker Barrels in this part of the nation.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please, Mama Bear 9380 said that Kaiser and JJ just said that Six Oaks Farm sounds like Thomas Clay. Can you disabuse that?
Well, first of all, he does not sound like Thomas Clay.
I know that.
You know, I mean, how many shots are they going to shoot at people, right? Like what's wrong with those idiots? Of course, that's not Thomas Clay.
And we're not going to say who it is.
Just when I thought they couldn't get any dumber.
All right. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this into my head.
It's like he's trying to act.
Thomas Clay.
It's almost like he's trying to extra lisp at this point.
So Thomas Clay. That's the same bullshit that they played with me on the fucking phone, calling you in the morning time, saying knock, 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 knock. Did you not see that?
Now, Benjamin, come on now.
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, TB, I have to ask you something. This is gonna. I hope that Kaiser's Clowns are watching because they can publish this portion of it. So, TB, per my investigation, I have a question that you need to answer.
His investigation.
Are you, yes or no, at the end of the day, are you a Louisville Metro police officer? Are you gonna answer?
Hell no.
Okay, so you're not, in fact, a Louisville Metro police officer.
No, I'm not going to answer that.
Okay, do you have a dispatch radio? Do you have a dispatch radio? Do you own a dispatch radio that calls the contact for the police officers of Louisville Metro PD out as 9396?
Hold on. 9396. I've been found out. Can you give me some backup, please? Yeah, I need a SWAT team and everything to go to Chris Ryder's house and fuck him up a little bit. We need to get him off the air. Yeah, he's giving me away. So can we get an officer on the site? Yeah.
Well, you're not helping the case much by playing games, TB, because listen, we have identified the caller as a Louisville Metro police officer with a dispatch radio in his vehicle that the dispatch numbers 9396 are part of his crew. So There you go, Kaiser. You just helped identify that a Louisville Metro police officer has been involved in partaking in your channel's antics.
I think I played that video where somebody called Chris allegedly in the middle of the night, and he already magically had a recording going of him being called, and then proceeded to spill his entire life to this random caller. Their jokes are cringy. Yeah, 1000%. That's why they attract who they do. Really, I don't want to say really old, because they, there's people of all ages over there, but they're all lonely motherfuckers just looking for a place to belong. And they found their Jim Jones in Chris. And in a couple of months, when he goes to jail, he's going to make him their his Flavor Aid. It's crazy. We're only going to watch a little bit more of this, then I'm going to go to sleep.
Trying to intimidate Tiffany and I in our court proceedings. So, again, I want to thank Kaiser's stupid fucking ass for helping us expose criminal, corrupt government actors. Thank you, Kaiser. Well done. Dumb fuck. He's exposed JJ. He's exposed Whited. Now he's exposed an LMPD officer. I mean, he exposed the 3%ers in Carrollton. If anything, Kaiser needs to switch his channel name over to First Amendment Auditor.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think he would like that too much.
Well, he's doing an impeccable job at exposing tyranny.
Yeah, and that's a 2-time drunk driver who has admitted that it shouldn't matter because he didn't hurt anybody. That's who said it. Like I said, everybody in this is just so scummy. Yet they're just there, just trying to fucking get their tug on Chris's dick.
I mean, he's got this weird way of doing it. Maybe he is trying to flip a leaf after the murder, after all the 16 burglaries. Maybe he is trying to flip a leaf. Maybe he's pretending to be a complete piece of shit asshole living with his mommy, not actually having a girlfriend, but saying that he does, and, stolen valor and all that. So maybe that's all a front so that he can deep dive expose the corrupt government officials, because he has tricked them into coming on to his channel and pursuing the things that he has asked them to do, and that is getting them caught. He couldn't have done it without my help, obviously. I'm the one with the Fed Connect. But good job, Kaiser. You've been...
He's the one with the Fed Connect because he says he's a snitch for the feds, and that should grant him the ability to do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. Well, it seems as if he fucked around and found out. I'm going to get off here real quick because I'm fucking tired of listening to Chris flap his cocksucker, but it is what it is. Just take a mental note of who's in their chat, of who's on panel. It should tell you a lot about them. That they're willing to prop up abusers. Chris lives in a shit shack at best with what looks like stock photos behind him all the time. But yes, I shall see you guys tomorrow. We will be live streaming tomorrow night at some point. Between the 7 and 9 o'clock hours, we will be going live. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there. If you have some time, I did put out 2 videos today. Put out a funny short. Also, if you guys are on Facebook, I'm on Facebook now where I put shorts and just keep you guys apprised of everything. So that's pretty nifty. Dickbag Patrol was disappointing. Yeah, I realized that when Dickbag Patrol came at me sideways because I wouldn't change my channel to only go at Wrangler. Apparently, several live streams wasn't enough. Very strange on that. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, little baby Kfar is not coming tomorrow. No. Bye.